All right, here we go. Brand new Flyers Daily for the 9th of October, 2024. The NHL season is now underway, kind of officially. It started this weekend with the Global Series and the Devils taking 2 games over the Buffalo Sabres in Prague. But we had 3 games last night. We got more games tonight. Oh, I love it. Thank God hockey is back. I am ready for it. We got good matchups coming up tonight. How about the Pens taking on the Rangers tonight? Or the Maple Leafs in Montreal to take on L'Habitant. The Oilers and the Jets tonight. Flyers' opponent in their first game on Friday is the Vancouver Canucks. They're actually opening their season tonight against the Calgary Flames, who the Flyers will play on Saturday. And you have the Avalanche and Golden Knights as well. So welcome to hockey season. My misery has been lifted. Flyers Daily presented, as always, by Ticketmaster. Make more memories live. Flyers flew out yesterday to Vancouver. Some team bonding events over the next couple of days out in BC as they get ready to begin the 24-25 season. It's an incredibly exciting time. You're going to hear from Cam York, who talks about kind of a new beginning, a new season. Also from Ivan Fedotov. You get to hear his English in this episode as well. 2 conversations with 2 different Flyers players, and 2 very important ones, as they'll look to get off to a good start like they did a year ago and ride the belief, grab the wave of belief early, and then ride the wave of belief through 82. They weren't able to ride the wave all the way through last year. They lost 9 of their last 11, but they made it to about 70 games. After the gauntlet last year against inferior opponents is when the wheels fell off the wagon. You hope that they learned from that last year and can take that into this year. Coming up on Friday's episode, we're going to preview, obviously, the first game of the season, and we'll have some bold predictions, and we'll also have, kind of where we're going to plant the flag. Is this team going to be a playoff team or not? That'll be in Friday's episode. Meanwhile, though, we'll be back tomorrow with another brand new episode. Scott Lawton will be our guest on tomorrow's episode. But we're moving to our new schedule now. We're here. We are doing this season Monday through Friday episodes of Flyers Daily. We will not be doing Saturday and Sunday. Now, I think we've done close to 1,400 episodes since we launched this podcast. And in seasons past, we did it 7 days a week. We've gone down to 5 days a week, not because I'm slacking or running out of energy, just because we thought that was the best thing to do from a content standpoint. So we'll be Monday through Friday, basically beginning now. So we're going to have today's episode, tomorrow with Scott Lawton. Friday will be the season preview and game preview, bold predictions. Then we'll be back Monday to recap Flyers Canucks and Flyers Flames with Bill Meltzer, and we'll be into the second 2 games of the road trip on Tuesday in Edmonton and then on Thursday in Seattle, all in advance of the home opener, which is happening at Wells Fargo Center on Saturday the 19th. So a lot going on, and as always, this season, like past seasons, we want to grow the podcast, grow what we do. We're going to have some staples like before. We're going to have a ton of, obviously, player interviews, coaches, management, all of that. I still want to, and maybe to a higher degree, involve the audience, involve you guys via questions. I think I might even have you guys shoot videos or send audio messages. I just got to figure out the mechanics behind that because I want to involve more people in this podcast. This podcast isn't about me. It's a podcast with the subject matter about the team, but the people that listen to this podcast, the Flyer fans, are insanely important to this podcast and this on-demand content, whether you get it on, podcast form or on the YouTube channel, the comment section below, or however. I want to involve the audience even more, and we're going to do that this season. That's my promise to you. Let's get to our first conversation. Had a chance to catch up with Cam York. Now, Cam York, I thought, was the single most positive individual player storyline of the entire last season. He was, I thought he just grew into his game, figured out exactly who he was at the NHL. I think he can still get better, too. was second on the team in block shots, showed an ability to defend both against the forecheck and in particular off the rush. And even though he's a laid-back, chill, confident guy, sometimes we mistake that for intensity. He's an intense competitor, and he showed that last year as well. So here's my conversation with a guy I believe will lead the Flyers in average time on ice this season. I said that last year. I was wrong, but I was close. Here's my conversation with Flyers D, Cam York. Joining us on Flyers Daily in advance of the 24-25 season is Flyers defenseman Cam York. How do you feel like the camp went?
Really good. I thought all the guys put in the work, and now it's just about going out there and getting into the game. So I think we're ready to go, and it's been a really good camp, though, for all of us.
Going through the process, you've gone through these now a couple of times, sharpening your game to get it ready for the regular season. Do you learn from those past years and take those into this camp?
Absolutely. I think that's a big part of it is experience, and I know what my schedule has to look like for these games, and my routines have to be on point for my body to feel good for these games. So I'm ready, and that's definitely helped to prepare me for the full 82-game season. So.
As much as the physical preparation, the hockey preparation is all a big part of it, there's a mental edge to this too. You really found your footing in this league last year with the season you had, coming in with knowing where you fit in this league. I imagine that is a huge comfort to you as a player.
Yeah, I'm super confident. Finished the year off really strong last year and did some really good things. Felt like my game was building in the right direction, and I just want to start off on the right foot this year. And I think our team is ready to go, and I'm ready too. So
familiarity is a good thing in your partner, especially for a defense, and we've talked about that before. Coming back, playing with Sandy, you know where he's going to be. He knows where you're going to be. That can help you hit the ground running.
Definitely. Like you said, played a ton together last year. Really familiar with his game, and we're always trying to push the pace and be offensive, but also a shutdown pair that can match up against anybody. So we're super familiar with each other, and I know we're really looking forward to this year.
Yorkie, when you look at this season for you guys, obviously you came up short last year. I remember sitting here with you at exit day last year, and it was this all of a sudden this 100-mile-an-hour drive to a full stop. How long did you take that into your summer? Is that still something that you think about as you begin a new season?
I think all of us are still salty about it, but this is a new year.
Can't do anything about it now.
You can't, and this is a new year, a new season, and all we can do now is use that as fuel to the fire, and finish this year the right way, and hopefully get into the playoffs.
All right. So answer me this question: who is going to lead the team in time on ice, average time on ice this season? I picked you last season as a bold prediction, and I got off to a bad start because Sandy was playing an insane amount of minutes. Yeah. But then you put the final, I think 2/3, you had it. Will you play the most minutes of anybody on this team this year?
We'll see. I mean,
Make me look good.
Yeah. We'll see.
But you love the ice time.
I love the ice time. I want to be out there as much as possible. So that's up to Shazi. Obviously, the schedule plays a part in that. It's a back-to-back. Usually you don't play as much. So we'll see. But, I love the minutes, and I love to be out there and do everything I can to make an impact on the game in the right way. So we'll see.
Yorkie, thanks for doing this. Best of luck.
Thank you.
When you talk to Cam and kind of, the body language of it, I know you didn't see it there, but we taped that in the locker room. But you just do get a sense of a really confident guy that's not going to get overwhelmed with things that don't matter. Not going to get caught up in all the theatrics and stuff like that. He's a guy that's not going to burn his energy on emotional things that he can't control. That's a great trait for a defenseman. I truly believe that. When I look at some of those guys that are able to play 26, 27, 28 minutes a night on a top pair. You look at guys like Drew Doughty throughout his career. You look at a guy like Victor Hedman. You look way back in the day, guys like Scott Niedermayer. They just never seemed to look like they were gassed at any time because they economize their energy extremely well. Cam York does that. He economizes his energy very well. Never looks exhausted, except for maybe the rope test when Torts puts him through the paces. All right, our next conversation, he may not be the number one goaltender, but in today's NHL, your backup goaltender has got to give you probably around 28 to 35 quality starts in a season. East Coast teams like the Flyers, they have an advantage when it comes to travel because they can be in New Jersey, New York, Islanders, Pittsburgh's a very fast plane ride, train ride to DC. Their schedule from a miles traveled standpoint is not bad. Where they get it a little bit is on the back-to-back. So you got to play your backup goaltender a good amount during a season, and you got to get quality goaltending. And look, coming into this season, Ivan Fedotov is a question mark. We don't know how he's going to perform at the NHL level. First thing he needed to do was stay here over the summer, work on his game here, get adjusted to life in North America, learn the language. And I think you'll be stunned. I sat with him 5 months ago. I guess it was about 5 months ago when he first came over. And Denis Gurianov sat with us and needed to translate because we couldn't have a conversation for an interview for Flyers Daily. Now, he's very conversant. He's got a great vocabulary. And he's gained some independence from that as well. That confidence off the ice can translate on the ice. So here's my conversation with Ivan Fedotov. We're here at Flyers practice in advance of the 24-25 season, and we're with Ivan Fedotov right now. How was your camp?
It's nice. I thought it's will be hard, but for me it was hard, but not extremely more hardest for the guys, for the players, because they had every time condition drill. So in the end of the practice, we had as well, but not the same thing. But overall, everybody was great on the camp. So did a lot of great job. So it's everybody know it's long season. You have to push yourself as much as you can. So it's for result, for a partner, for fans, for everybody.
One of the things, you've never gone through the NHL camp before. How was it vastly different from what you've experienced playing internationally?
Before that, I had a lot of different camps, but it's actually back home in Russia we have a little bit more specific camp, so it's
kind of like goalie specific camp.
No, for all the team. For the goal as well. You're doing some specific drills. So in the end, in the beginning, but I mean the time every day you're working a little bit more longer. I mean in the morning, in the evening, you have at least 3-4 practices, and for example, you have to work pretty much hard during the couple weeks. Here it's a little bit different because here's guys, everybody preparing by himself during the summer. So you have to be get ready for really hard work during the 1 week, for example, one. In Russia, and back home a little bit more different. Of course, many guys working during the summer. Mm-hmm. They're doing specific works workout, lifting, what else. But so more veterans, they prefer do not a lot of so hard work because they know we will have really hard camp before start regular season. So you will have at least 2 weeks for preparing optimal condition.
The difference in how the game is played here in North America versus what you were used to in the Continental Hockey League. I know Semyon Varlamov talked about it a while back, that when he went back over during a lockout, he had to get readjusted to the traffic here. Is that the biggest
100%.
difference?
Not the biggest, but it's one of the biggest difference.
In how they attack you.
Yes, 100%. How the players playing really well, in front of net, tipping, deflection, rebound, and you have to be careful about how you control rebound, how you control the line pucks going.
Yeah, where you're putting pucks after you make saves.
Absolutely. And yeah, sometimes you should read the direction how pass is going, like, or maybe sometimes the player will not shooting. You think he will shooting, but he's not, like, make fake shot and find the best decision for him, like direction, like the pass direction. So, like, yeah, it's many options. I mean, like, the different, but the biggest it's traffic, deflection, the play behind the net. So the power plays, of course, yeah, as well. Like, it's, I think, yeah, most teams.
So much east-west, side-to-side plays, right?
Yeah. You have to be, like, play smart, like, as a goalie. I mean, like, yeah, because if you will moving a lot, I mean, like, yeah, up and down, side to side, yeah, I think it's, in the end, you will have big problems, like, because you have to be on the shooting line. But, yeah, sometimes you should be smart, like, don't do extra moving, like, like, just waiting where's puck coming. So, and yeah,
you're a big guy, but you got to be wary of your depth too, because the more ice you take, the further you're gonna have to travel on one of those east-west plays.
Yeah, but I'm a big guy, but yeah, I'm.
You're pretty aggressive with your depth, though.
Exactly, yeah. So I think, yeah, I am moving pretty much good for my size. So, like, yeah, it's, of course, I have to getting better, everything, like, all details. But yeah, I think now it's not a big problem for me moving, like, east-west. I mean, now, yeah, when I
you feel more efficient in the way you move now?
Absolutely, yeah. When I came, like, I didn't understand how I should play. So, yeah, of course, like, in overall, I understanding, like, the puck's coming, like, yeah, you have to stop the puck. But actually, it's like, was different feelings on the ice during the game, because, yeah, you didn't understand how playing going. I mean, like, the game going. Yeah. It's totally different. So now it's like, once again, yeah, like, during the summer, a little bit watch more specific, like, clips, like, drills, work off ice. So, and I think, yeah, pretty much adapt for everything right now.
Last thing for you, the fact that we're having this, you and I talked about this the other day, I talked about it on the podcast, your ability to speak the language now, like, you seem so much more comfortable, and, like, you said this to me the other day, yeah, I'm a bit of a goofy guy, like, I want to have fun, like, I'm a big person, and now you feel like you can.
Yeah, I can say like that, but, like, of course, I want to improve my language as much as I can, like, more better, more faster, like, as soon as possible. But, yeah, like, obviously, yeah, I can understand much better, like, right now, and feel better, because, yeah, if you don't understand nothing, like, or you don't make sense, like, words happen, like, or whatever, you feel, like, uncomfortable, like, a little bit, yeah, like, pressure. Wow, what is it, like, yeah, what does it mean, like, or what I have to do, and something like that. But, yeah, definitely feel more comfortable.
Confident?
Absolutely, yeah. Because, yeah, it's the same things, like, yeah, if you understand and can be connection with everybody, like, you can understand, you can speak at least a little bit, like, you can explain,
Well, you're beyond a little bit. Your language guard. Hey, have a great year. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I didn't know anything about Ivan when he first got here, but now that he's able to speak the language and express himself better, I'm starting to get a sense for the personality behind the big fella. And I think he's a pretty fun guy. So how he performs, that remains to be seen. That'll be determined on the ice. But I appreciate him putting in the work to learn the English as well as he did this offseason. So damn impressive. And we'll see how this year goes from him. We might see him in Game 2 coming up on Saturday. We'll see. how they decide to break it down here early in the season. But thanks to Ivan Fedotov, thanks to Cam York, thanks to you guys for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. How about that? Back tomorrow, Scott Lawton will join us on a brand new Flyers Daily.